Oh, really? So you're doing what walks?
Learning walks, where we like walk around different schools, like check out different classes.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm set up.
Wow. This is how you show them what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm trying now. I'm going. YouTube Live has a lag. So, but I'm just gonna demo. I'm just gonna start talking and demonstrating, and it's like a couple seconds behind, but
Yeah.
so they'll. So it's you guys just hanging out?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about what we saw and stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I'm just doing YouTube Live. I'm gonna go to my channel here, and I'm gonna play with this and see. Because I want it to just go directly to YouTube, and I don't want it. I don't want to have to go. No, I don't want to go from Zoom because the quality's kind of low. I don't want to go from Zoom and have to upload it. So I'm gonna just play it.
So you save it and then you upload it to your channel.
Zoom, I'm going to. I have all those Zoom things, and so I'm eventually going to do that. So I'm going to go to my channel here. Go live here. And I'm going to go full screen. There we go. But I don't want. But I want to mute that. I want to mute that so then they're not hearing me. So, okay. And then I got my chamois, so I got my and but they can hear me there, but no one's. Oh, I got one person watching. So, but I don't know if it's a student or what. But I got my white eraser here, and then it's talking like, whatever. But
So
there's
this
a
is
lag.
on YouTube right now.
It's on live on YouTube, and I got my charcoal, and then I can have it up forever.
You put
Yeah, go. Yeah.
you put like words over it.
No. It'll do the captions for you. When you process it, it'll automatically do it. It because I've done some research in that, and then because I want to be able to eventually, I'll just have them do, the work, I'll say, hey, go to this channel and watch this demonstration, and then that frees up my time. You know what I'm saying? So that's my plan. That's my plan, yeah. So, okay, guys, so we're using Conte, and we're going to use this Conte crayon, which it's more permanent, and we're just going to, this is a head tilt. So what's the tilt of the head, right? So we're going to go, where's the tilt of the head? Does someone have my thing up? My YouTube up? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Because there's that lag, Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm drawing in the tilt of the head, like what's the tilt? And then we're going to put in the basic shape of the head here. And we're going to put in the eye line. Where's the eyes, basically? And where's the nose? And where's that mouth? So you put an indication of the brow. Here's the forehead here. And I'm just putting in really lightly. And once again, I'm using the Conte crayon. And I'm just looking at these basic shapes. Basic shapes here. Basic shape of the eye. Here's the what's at the eye, not the eye sag, but bags under the eyes, right? And then here's the temple. And when you guys are working from, when you guys are are drawing the portrait or the human body, you want to go from one side to the other. So go on the one side and then go on the right side, go to the left side, go to the left side, go to the right side. So you want to alternate. Okay. There's the septum. Septum. We got the wings of the nose we're going to put in there. What's the width of the eyes, guys? What's the width of the what's the width in between the eyes? One eye width. Okay, one eye width is in between the eyes. Yeah, you're good. What's the width of the nose? The width of the nose, if you drop down a line from the tear ducts, the width of the nose is usually where the tear ducts are, okay? And then what's the width of the mouth? If you drop down a line from the middle of the eyes, that's usually the width of the mouth. But that's not, the corners of the lips are not the width of the mouth because you have connective tissue here. And once again, I'm using Conte because it's more permanent. Let's draw on the shape of the hair. So for the hair, do not draw each individual hair. You want to draw the shape of the hair. Now this guy's got a short haircut, but here's his beard shape. I wouldn't do each individual hair. Okay. And indication of the mustache. And then every once in a while, stop and look at your reference and look at what you're drawing and ask yourself, well, I wouldn't say every once in a while, I'd say like continually be checking your work. Like every time I stop, I'm checking. I'm looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking there, I'm looking there, okay? Okay, and then the ear, once again, it attaches where the eye is, and the top of the ear is where the eyebrow is. Now, this can change if the tilt of the head changes, so. Putting that ear in, putting the other ear in. And I got a couple sheets of paper underneath, but you guys might just have your sketchbook, which has padding already. I'm going to put that scarf in. Okay. All right. So this is called the lay-in. Once again, this is the lay-in, L-A-Y-I-N, lay-in, okay? We've drawn all these shapes, and now we start thinking form. So I'm looking at this cheekbone. We got a form here. We have a form here. When I say a form, it's an ovoid form, or it could be a cylinder. We could be thinking box, okay? And so now I'm going to take the charcoal, right? Now we take our charcoal, and I'm going to go, this is darker here. And this is darker right here. I'm thinking core shadow, right? And I'm going to take this right here. Darker value here. And I'm using a chamois right here. Oh, and there's chamois in the cupboard over there if you guys want to use a chamois. But what's cool about the Conti is, look, you don't lose your line. See, I have my line still. So I'm going back and forth and moving inward. Darker value here. Darker value shape here. Darker value here. Darker value right here. That's even darker. He's surrounded by dark value. Just blending that to the left. Now right here, his hair is white, right? So it's lighter here, but it's gray here. It's not like white, white, white. So we want to be aware of the values. Okay, and that's darker. Okay, so this is going to be darker on the right and get lighter and then get darker again. So the mouth is darker. I need a smudge tool. Oh, I got one right here. Smudge tool. I really like the smudge tools, so I would use those guys. Just using the Conte to outline things that I know for sure I want dark. Make that a little bit darker. Okay. It's really focusing on that eye. Hey guys, when you're working on the eyes, they're the most important when you're doing a portrait. So take a lot of time on the eyes. Do not rush them. Take a lot of time on them. And make sure you have an eye distance in between them, okay? So take a lot of time on the eyes. Really, really get those locked in. Don't have them too big. Don't have them too small. I'm switching back between the Conte and the charcoal. Soften that. Get my eraser. Little sharp eraser, smaller eraser. And I'm keeping these things in my hand so I can access them. These tools. It's wrapping around. That's darker under there. Oh, this isn't due today, guys. You guys have this week and next week to do this portrait, art 1. Okay? So take your time and expect this to be a really, really good job. You guys do a really good job on this. Just checking the values. Not zooming in, staying zoomed out. That's steeper. That's darker. Getting more and more detailed. Slowly getting more and more detailed. There's a light area. Now the whites of the eyes are not white. Darker underneath. Here. Being really careful. There's that longer line. That's wrapping around. Little fatty pocket. right there. It's wrapping around. Darker value here. I need to soften this so it's rounder. And that light is going into this groove right here. Light's hitting in here. Reflecting back. Stopping and taking a look. That needs to be darker. And that's too big. That's too wide. It's too wide. It's too big. I gotta make that eye smaller. Stop. Take a look at it. Constantly checking it. That eye's a little bit darker. The iris. And that's lighter. And then that's rounded. That's a ovoid form. That's darker. It's darker. That's rounded. That's rounded. That's darker. And I'm blending that to the left. Making sure that looks dimensional. Put an indication of the hair in there. Checking my reference. That needs to be darker and darker under the nostrils. There's the hairline. Okay, this needs to be darker here. pupil has a reflection going on in it, so it's a little distorted, which is kind of cool. It's like a miniature landscape in the background there. Distortion in the reflection of the eyes. That's coming down. Okay, that's lighter. Carve that out. Oh, that's darker right there. That area is darker right there. So that's darker. Okay, starting to get dimensional. Okay, that's flat. Little highlight area right here. That's a little bit lighter. Darker. That's really dark. Oops. That's darker. Maybe make a mistake with your line work. That's fine. That's going around. Light's hitting the corner of that eyelid. Okay. That nose is losing its structure. I gotta put some more values in it. Just juggling these tools around. There's the ball of the nose or that cartilage. That's darker there. That's darker. Okay, and then this goes down like that. And that's darker right there. It's rounded. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that construction line too. Shading that back and forth. And do some scrubbing shading here. It's coming down like that. Carve that out a little bit. And then carve that out a little bit. Some indication of these hairs out here. Carve out the shape of his beard. And I could make that really sharp here. Using the Conte crayon for those sharp edges. Indication of the ear. The ear coming back in. Carve out a little highlight there. Get that Conte crayon and make a really dark edge right here. Right. And that's going up. And that goes up. Like that. And that goes down. Wraps around. I think I'll put like a core shadow right there. Just push that. It's not really there, but I'm just going to put that right there. Anyway, I'm going to put a core shadow right there. I'm going to erase that right there.
So when you're full, like laying on the road, like that shit.
And I'm going to soften that. Darken this a little bit more with the charcoal. Darken that, push down harder there. Got my Conte. Push down harder there. That's a little pucker right there. So this will go across. That wraps around. Okay, and that needs to come down more. Thinking about that eye socket. Get that darker. That needs to be rounder here. This needs to be rounder, darker. Really get that form. And carve that out. Okay, there's another pocket that I noticed right there. See, so there it is right there, and there it is right there. And there's that core shadow right there. This is a little bit lighter right here. Just a little bit lighter. It's out. Put that beard in there. Okay, let's erase out some of that. It looks like, I guess, class is over. Let's do a core shadow right here, just because.
shirt looks good on you, Mr. Lottery.
It's a good shirt, huh? Okay, we'll call it done for now. Thanks, everybody.
Will you subscribe to my YouTube channel for me?